Hey guys, Thetcglover here, got a video today. Right, so this is gonna be my current Mermail deck profile. Now, obviously this is a DN, so when I get all the cards, which are coming very shortly, that I will definitely do a physical deck profile, being able to talk about cards and stuff like that. It's gonna be a very similar build to this. It's probably gonna be almost identical. It's because of the way that I like it right now, but I know that with Sixth Sense, there's always a subject to change, so to speak, in the build. Anyway, let's just quickly go over the cards and I'll quickly talk about each one. So anyway, the first one is going to be Mermail Abyss Lead. Obviously you get this with Abyss Lend, and that's it. You don't really want to draw it, so don't run more than one of them. You don't even have to run it at all, but it does help you get over certain cards, so it's kind of important. You might as well just run one, it's kind of the standard. Free Tidal. You don't have to run Free Tidal, but I run free so you draw it more often and you can search it when it gets banished by Aqua Spirit. It's generally a very helpful little plus because it helps you go into your rank 7s quicker, and it's just all around a really good card. You can discard it with Abyss Gund or Gunday or whatever it's called, send a card to the grave, and you can special summon anything from your deck basically. So it's two cards, special summon from your deck. Very easy. Two Megalo. I was playing free, but it got very cloggy, so I took one out, and it's been working much better. Because generally, when you activate Megalo, they will generally have an answer for it, so it will kind of neg you. But you want to get that, the fact you discard two, you special summon it. That's three cards out of your hand. You search a Abyss Sphere, and then you can pop two cards depending on what you've done. So realistically, you're gonna go one. You're gonna go 0 for 0, no, naught for naught. Realistically. You want to you get to choose what you destroy, so you can probably set it up so that you do plus. So it is a very good card anyway, and you can actually tribute other Atlanteans for it to attack twice, so that's always a benefit. Free Abyss Tears. Once this card came out, it was like, oh god, everyone has to play this card. It got expensive briefly. It just became one of those cards that you have to play because of the effect is like. Especially with Dragoons now at 1. With that down to 1, you have to get as much consistency as possible. You don't go neg yourself while you're using it, so it's very, very good. It's just like the whole thing itself is really standard. Like if you played Mermails before, you understand the choices. Pretty simple build. Dragoons, play more than one you would because it searches quite a lot of cards, and yeah, whenever you see it, it's like, yeah, it gets a plus off Abyss Pike, but Anyway, so I run a 2 Abyss Pike and I run 1 Abyss Turge. I wasn't running Turge initially. I was actually just running 2 Pike and I was running Deep Sea Diva. However, I didn't want to be at 41, so I took out Diva and put Abyss Turge. And there are times when you can combine the two. Like you can go Abyss Pike, Ditch Gunday, search something, and then Gunday's effect special summons Turge. Turge activates effects. You pitch something, get Gunday, then you can do like basically a pop, and then you can go into Bahamut Shark and do your shenanigans. So it works very well together. I got the free Aqua Spirit. Very, very important card because realistically you can banish Tidal and add another one to your hand so you don't lose advantage. You need it for the Bahamut Shark play, which is what I generally focus my deck around because it locks down your opponent. They can't Crimson Blade you, they can't do anything. So, there are ways to get rid of the lock though, so it's not like impenetrable, but Aqua Spirit is an easy, costless card generally if you use it right. Free Abyss Lend, people hover around on 2 or 3, but you got 3 Abyss Spheres, and if you need to, you're going to have 3 Abyss Lens, and Abyss Lens can be summoned out of whim. Like you can just get your Abyss Lens killed first turn, and then Abyss Pike comes down, you pitch Gunday Search, and then you just get the Abyss Lens back. So it protects your field, because if they Torrential, they Dark Hole, or anything, you will have Abyss Lens effect to come and set you up next turn, or set you up, or whatever. Free Gunday. Some people don't like free. That's okay. If they don't want to play free, that's fine. I'm not going to discriminate. But, if you don't play free, what's the point playing mono Mermails? You might as well just play the Undyne build. So Abyss Gunday is at free because if you're playing this kind of build, you generally have to run free. It's more important that you get field presence rather than pop your opponent's card. Anyway, out of the Atlantean stuff, obviously I said I'm playing 1 Dragoons, but I'm also playing 2 Marksmen and 3 Infantry. Now this is taken from an online Pojo build, this part where it was basically like, play Marksman at 2 because you only have 1 target to special summon. You can special summon your infantry, but realistically you want to go Marksman, attack, summon Dragoons. That's pretty much it. But Marksman on its own, because there will be times when you will be playing monster heavy decks this format. If you're playing a mirror match or you're playing dragons or anything like that. So Marksman won't always come in handy, but at least you can pop set cards, it's like ghost tricks and stuff like that. Yeah, that's really great. So realistically, you don't play free because you're going to get it dead sometimes. It won't be handy all the time. Oshi Abyss, this is just for the Abyssokia, sorry. This is just for the Abyss combo, which you do know about because I mentioned it in a previous video. Well, you do end up your field of Bahamut Shark, Abyss Trite, and a Mech-equipped Engineer. So you can just do that combo. It doesn't cost you many cards in hand, provided that you do the combo right. As I was saying in my previous video about the Maxi challenge, I do run 3 Maxi and I run a Swift Scarecrow. This is because I feel like if you don't play an OTK stopper this format, you're susceptible to losing when you shouldn't have. If you Maxi and they take the challenge thinking that you don't have an OTK stopper, they will keep going, and then you will lose because you thought, oh, if only I put in an OTK stopper. Because there'll be times when you really need it, and you can even stop things like Brotherhood Fire Fist Bear from going off, which is always a handy bonus. So, yeah. Anyway, for my spells, I have one Dark Hole, two MST, and a Book. Now, that's pretty standard because Book actually protects you against quite a lot of things. You can prevent them from XC summoning, you can flip down a Crimson Blader when they attack. Having an attack stopper in general is just very handy. So it's a very thought out card. The more you use it, the more you realize that that one Book of Moon in your deck is actually very handy. Sixth Sense, obviously, because you kind of have to run it. I mean, I do call it wrong quite a lot, and it does pretty much cost me the game. But when it does go off, I insta win. So it's kind of one of those cards that shouldn't exist through my own personal playing of the card. But you kind of have to until the card is banned, just for the competitive aspect. Free Abyss Sphere, obviously, because you can't play a deck without Free Abyss Sphere. It's very important that you have these because you most always plus because they'll MST it and then you plus. You know, first turn you can just set Abyss Sphere and do nothing, and then they MST it, thinking that it's just going to be a lone MST or it's going to be something like a passive play, and then you Abyss Sphere and then they realize they've negged themselves really bad, so you put yourself up 2 cards ahead of them. So it's very important. Anyway, for my extra deck, I'm going to have a Gaio Abyss or Abyss Gaios or whatever. Sorry, it's just the DN names throwing me off because I'm just looking at the cards. Abyss Gaios is great. I mean, I was playing against Watch yesterday with this deck, and I completely forgot that I had Abyss Gaios in my extra deck, and I realized, wait a minute, they're gonna make the Hopper lock, and then I can Abyss Gaios for game, and then I did it, and then I won, and that was it, and it was like, wow, this card is actually really good. You know, I know that you can stop Crimson Blade from attacking. You can stop things from activating their effects. You know, it's just really great. It's such a good card. Megadvek and beat Jakutec. Obviously, you play these two with Big Eye as well. I'm going to actually have a Jakutec, so I can actually do my deck profile with one, which would be interesting to see. And we're going to go to the rank 4s, I believe. So we're going to go to Bahamut Shark, which you don't need to run more than one of those. You just need to uses the special summon Abyss Trites in defense mode, and it basically sits there and then they kill it thinking that it's going to be relevant, but it's not. They have to kill it to stop you from plussing. So yeah, that's it. Diamond Direwolf, now that it's a super rare in the tins, you might as well run this in any deck that can make rank 4s because it is a very good out to a lot of cards. There will be times when it's something is just big and you don't have any outs that you can muster up with your deck, so you just quickly make a quick rank 4 and then just pop. Laval Chain and Daigusto Emerald. Daigusto Emerald is great because there will be times where you want to shuffle some cards back in your deck. You know, some cards prefer to be in the deck rather than be on the graveyard, so you know you do get that extra draw, which is always nice. Laval Chain, you can use it to dump pretty much anything you want. You can usually dump Tidal because then you can just make Tidal, Laval Chain do this, and then they kill Tidal, you mill again. You know, you can just do whatever you want. You know, it's great. You just mill whatever you think is the right card to mill. So that's always a handy bonus. Gaga Cowboy because it does end games. You know, you can attack with everything and then just make Cowboy for game. It's kind of like you'll be grateful it's there. Leviathan Dragon because it's a water, so you will detach Marksman now and again. So that's always handy. Leviathan Sea Dragon. This card is completely. It doesn't matter if you don't play it. Don't miss it because there was basically only one situation out of like 50 games that I played with Mermails recently where Levier has been not really even a game winner. It's just there, and like I special summoned with it, and it's like, okay, well, I don't really know what to do now. It's just kind of there. So if you don't run it, you're not really gonna miss out on anything. Mech-equipped Engineer. This card is just stupid. Okay, it's just really great because combined with the rest of the combo, it's just really good. It can protect everything. They attack, and it's like I protect the card that you're attacking, so you don't get Crimson Blader's effect It's just so good. Two Abyss traits because Bahamut Shark will have two materials, so you want to make sure you have enough Abyss traits for the Bahamut Shark. So that's why you will never ever summon it through its own summoning method. So just expect to have these in your extra deck for when Bahamut Shark comes down in the field. Obviously, you can attack with Bahamut Shark first, and then main phase 2, you activate its effect, special summon Abyss traits. So you actually do get to attack over something and then summon a 2800 wall that will let you special summon a Mermail once it's destroyed, so very handy. Wind Up Zen Mains is another one where it's like if you don't run it, don't miss it because maybe got into it once and it's helped me, but Zen Mains is Zen Mains. It's becoming less and less relevant as formats go along because it used to be very powerful when the game was a bit slower, but now the game is much faster. It's very easy to get through. Especially now that Black Chip of Corn is going to be in the tins. So now even in this side of the pond, we do have a way to get rid of Zen mains now. And the last card is Armor Kappa. Now, when I was playing Deep Sea Diva, this card was amazing. But you can still go into heavy infantry, do it. But you can also go Bahamut Shark, special summon Armor Kappa in defense, and then when they attack anything, they try to attack over your stuff, you literally just Armor Kappa, pitch infantry, pitch dragoons, and then you can stop your stuff from being destroyed, and you get to search or pop something. Or Gunday as well. Gunday's great because then you can special summon back anything big, and on your turn, you just basically have all the resources on the field to go crazy. And my side deck isn't great because it's not finished yet. I just put some stuff together. So, two Thunder King Ryo, two Kaiku, two DD Crow, which all basically serve the same purpose. DD Crow is mainly for the mirror match or for Dark Worlds. Xyz Encore, that's for stopping stuff like Constellars because Constellars hurt this deck quite a bit, to be honest. They make a good job of avoiding all of my Mermail shit, so. And it also gets rid of Evil Swarm, which is one of this deck's worst matchups. Trap Stun is fantastic. You could also put in Malevolent Catastrophe, which I'm considering putting in. Two Imperial Iron Walls for dragons, two Gozen Match because this deck is practically all water. Anything that isn't water will probably be not even hitting the field anyway. And two Debunk, which is for Mermails or for Dragon Rulers. But realistically, I do have quite a lot of Dragon hate, which is unnecessary. So anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this deck, and I do apologize if my tone of voice is a little bit monotone, only because I can't exactly talk the way that I would like to, because when I'm outside I can talk, and I actually feel like I'm coming down with something at the moment. So anyway, I will definitely show you guys this profile in physical form in the next few days. Ideally, that will probably be the next time. And also make sure to check out iPokemonI's channel because he recently put up a opening of the new tins. If you guys are into openings and you're not subscribed to him, definitely go check out his video. I will post a link on the side so you get to see that. And I hope you guys enjoyed watching. And until next time, the Thetcglover is out.